all cooked in one pan and ready in about 30 minutes. This creamy, cheesy Bolognese is one for your regular recipe rotation. Hi, I'm Nikki. Welcome back to our kitchen, where we show you how to make delicious, family-friendly recipes. Now this was one of those late night ideas. We just had dinner, sat on the sofa, and I was already thinking about tomorrow's dinner. And honestly, it's so simple, it's easy, it's cooked in one pan, and it saves on the washing up. So let's get cooking. We're going to start by making a simple Bolognese. Heat a tablespoon of olive oil in a pan over a medium to high heat. We're going to add a finely diced onion, carrot and stick of celery, and a roughly chopped red pepper, and cook for about 5 minutes, stirring often until the onion softens. Now I'm using my cast iron pan because I'm going to be putting a lid on this later, but really you can use any large frying pan with a lid, or you can use foil to cover it. Once the onion's softened, add in 2 cloves of minced garlic and cook for another minute, stirring continuously. Next in goes 400 to 450 grams, which is about a pound of minced beef. Cook for 5 to 6 minutes until brown. Stir it often and break up any large chunks of meat with a spatula or a wooden spoon. Once the meat's browned, add in 3 tablespoons of tomato puree or paste, a teaspoon of dried oregano, half a teaspoon of dried thyme, a tablespoon of Worcestershire sauce, 300 ml, which is about 1 1/4 cups of beef stock, 120 ml, which is about half a cup of milk, 2 400 grams or 28 ounces altogether of canned chopped tomatoes, and a half a teaspoon each of salt and black pepper. Stir everything together and bring it to the boil. For the pasta, I'm using 300 grams, which is about 10.5 ounces of these little pasta shells. I love how they're tiny little vessels that will fill up with that delicious sauce. If you prefer, you can use spirali or rigatoni, or whatever pasta you've got in your cupboard really. So add that pasta into the sauce. Stir everything together and bring it back to the boil. Then turn down the heat to a gentle simmer, cover and cook for about 17 to 22 minutes. Because we're cooking that pasta in the sauce rather than in boiling water, it's going to take a little bit longer to cook than it says on the pack instructions. We're also going to need to stir that sauce a couple of times during the cooking process to ensure it doesn't stick to the bottom of the pan. Remove the lid, then add in 120 ml, which is about half a cup of double or heavy cream or creme fraiche. Also add 100 grams, which is about a packed cup of grated cheddar cheese. Stir together until the cheese melts. Then turn off the heat and serve the dish topped with chopped chives, chilli flakes and grated parmesan. That's my creamy, cheesy Bolognese pasta. It's got all of those Bolognese and pasta bake vibes, but done in 30 minutes and all done in one pan. And if you like this, I know you're gonna love my buffalo chicken pasta. That's on regular recipe rotation too. See you over there. Mm-mm-mm.